of the board members are stuck behind the infamous train. So they'll come in as we'll do it. So I just want to thank everyone for being here. We're going to approve the budgets, the aspirational budget, the food service budget, and the federal grants budget. So I will make a motion to approve. We have a resolution in our packet. I'll read the resolution for the viewing audience. A resolution regarding the fiscal year 2021-2022 budget for the Metropolitan Nashville Public Schools. Whereas Director of Schools is charged with creating a budget for effective and efficient operations of schools, and whereas that the budget is aligned with the priorities articulated by the Board of Education, and whereas the proposed budgets presented to the mayor for consideration and inclusion of the overall budget of the Metropolitan Nashville-Davidson County. And whereas the council considers the budget proposed by the mayor and appropriates resources to fund Metropolitan Nashville Public Schools, and whereas the Board of Education annually approves the budget for the operation of schools. Therefore, be it resolved that the Metropolitan Nashville Board of Education supports and accepts the 2001-2022 focused investment presented by Director of Schools and the recommendation of the budget priorities for the 2022 fiscal year. Furthermore, the Metropolitan Nashville Board of Education recognized the crucial need to fully fund the continuity of operations to maintain the same level of education services to our schools as the baseline budget of the current year. So I make the motion to approve the resolution regarding the 2021-2022 budget focus priorities resolution.
I'll second that motion.
It's been motion and second. Discussion? Personally, I just want to thank Dr. Battle and Mr. Christensen for their work and the rest of the senior team for presenting the focus budget. I know it's a new way of doing it from tradition. I know this is something that Dr. Battle started last year, and I think it's a good and new way, more transparent way, that as we engage with staff and community stakeholders of what it costs to really fund Metro schools and what it funds to educate students and to put new programming in, and what's the due cost and what it takes to now for the upcoming operating budget, but what it will take going forward as we maintain these level of operation. So I know it's a different way, it's a unique way, but I think it's a good way. We got good feedback from the mayor's office, but also the Metro Council, as we've been dealing with the Metro Council over the past several years. Vice Chair Elrod has done a great job of truly engaging the Metro Council about very specific aspects of our budget, what it costs to fund, and what we have done to do it. So as one of the presentations we put before, you really see how efficient we really spend our dollars, especially compared to school districts our size, and also how much of our operating dollars are really goes into the classroom, over 52%, I think it's of the percentage compared to our classrooms. So it goes to show that we are really trying to refocus and redirect our funds to the classroom and make sure the money goes to students, and being very transparent for that. So any more discussion? All right, I will call for a vote. All in favor of the resolution, raise your hands. Any opposed? It passes unanimously. Thank you. All right, we will move on to the fiscal year 2021-2022 Nutritional Service Fund. I make a motion to approve the Nutritional Service Fund for fiscal year 2021-2022 with a total budget expense of $47,436,000. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you for the second. Discussion?
I'd just like to say I'm just very appreciative of how we've been breaking it down bit by bit and having conversations about each portion of the budget. It was really helpful to have folks from nutrition services in here so that we could really sort of not just see the numbers, but understand what they're connected to. And it's really nice to be sitting here now, comfortable voting on this because I feel like I really understand what the needs are. So I appreciate that.
All right. So I will move for a vote. All in favor of passing the fiscal year 2021-22 Nutritional Service Fund, please raise your hand. All right. Any opposed? That passes unanimously also. And last but not least, we have the fiscal year 2021-2022 Strategic Investments, Federal Programs and Grants Fund. I make a motion to approve the Federal Programs and Grants Fund, which is, at $323,133,440. Discussion? Was there a second first? Parliamentary procedure, you know better, Frida. Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? All right, seeing no discussion, all in favor, raise your hand. All opposed? All right, that passes unanimously too. So, Dr. Battle, do you want to wrap up anything or make any comments? If you don't have to, that's fine.
No additional comments, thank you.
Thank you. Well, since that is done, I adjourn the budget meeting for now, so.
That's fast.
Wham, bam, thank you, man.